What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Marvel Rivals, and with Season 3 being right around the corner, not gonna lie, I'm a little excited for it, because I would like some freshness to come to the game. It's getting a little boring, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm so used to this game updating so often and so frequent that I'm just looking forward to Season 3, right? But we did get our patch notes the other day. I will go ahead and leave the link down to them in the description and in the post, just in case y'all missed my original post of them. But there are a few things that I saw in here, and I just want to kind of go over those and highlight them. And the first one here is going to be for Emma Frost. And for her, they say, looks like the White Queen is trading in a bit of offense for more glam. Her damage and her survivability in diamond form are taking a slight hit. They reduce telepathic pulse damage at 99 energy from 120 seconds to 110 seconds, and from 150 seconds to 140 seconds at 100 energy. They reduce her diamond form damage reduction from 30% to 25%, and they reduce energy cost of psionic seduction from 3,700 to 3,400, man. So right here, man, as you can see in the background, actually, we are playing Emma Frost, so she is a bad little thing, man, trust me. But here, man, we're seeing that they are going to go ahead and reduce some of her damage reduction in diamond form, which is kind of going to suck because it is, her main way to basically protect herself, especially if she needs to get away and everything of that nature. So her diamond form is very important, but we'll see just how much this really does affect her, because I think she's just so good that I don't know if these changes really affect her too much, right? Now, the other Vanguard that really popped out to me is going to be the Thing. And with the Thing, they went ahead and said that we're not afraid to say it, it's clobbering time. Now with smoother moves and more ability, time for more pain with your brothers and sisters in arms. So they're giving him a new ability called Battle Blitz. The Thing leaps toward enemies, gaining 25% damage reduction. Leaping target distance to enemies is going to be 20 meters. And he's going to get the Stone Haymaker new effect that's going to knock down, hit flying enemies, man. So right here, man, that new ability is just going to only make him a lot better when it comes to playing more aggressive, as now you can jump into the fight and gain damage reduction, opposed to having to jump towards a teammate who might not just be in the fight, but in general. And the fact now that he punches people and knocks them out the air is going to be very, very clutch, man, because now he's going to be able to be somewhat of a nuisance to flying characters, as before he really wasn't. So now with that effect, he's definitely going to be a nuisance to these flying characters, man. Now, another person that stuck out to me, one, because my homeboy loves him, and I do hate actually going up against this dude, but it's actually going to be Mr. Fantastic, right? And they say the Stretchy Genius gets slightly less tanky in his inflated state, and what they're doing is they're reducing the inflated state bonus health from 400 to 350. So when he goes into his little bonus health and he puffs up, man, he's going to have about 50 less health. Now, how much of a difference will this make? I don't really know. But I do like the fact that they are kind of reducing it. But the other thing I would have loved to see is, if you haven't noticed, if he puffs up and you shoot him from behind, he still actually absorbs the attacks. I feel like all the attacks he absorbs should have to come from the front side. I feel like if you're standing or shooting from behind, it doesn't really make sense, in my opinion, for him to still be able to absorb that if he's not even looking at you. So maybe one day we'll see that here in the future, but hey, we'll see how that goes, man. Now, another person that stuck out to me is definitely going to be that of Invisible Woman. And with her, it says Sue's healing is a little bit more reliable. Now that's fantastic. And with this, they increase the aura projection healing on launch from 40 to 45 and damage from 20 to 25. They also reduce healing on return from 40 to 35 and damage from 20 to 15. So right here, we do get an increase in the aura projection healing on the launch, but on the return, you do get a reduced effect on it. So this is going to be interesting to see how this does change her actual overall gameplay. Do I really think this is going to change out how effective she is as a healer? I don't really think it will. I think she will be just fine. And she is one of the better healers in the game, in my opinion. So once again, I can see why they do want to tweak her a bit. But I don't think that these changes are nothing that will kill her in any shape, form, or fashion, or prevent people from playing or anything like that. Now, the next guy we got to go ahead and holler at and talk about is going to be that of Ultron, because we know that with him being new, he's a little menace. But it says Ultron's going to have an update to his software as his defenses are taking a slight hit, and he's a little less of a team player, which seems fine by him in this patch. And with this, they reduce dynamic flight acceleration effect time from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. And they reduce imperative firewall bonus health to himself from 75 to 65, and for allies from 55 to 50, man. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is I don't understand why they wanted to go ahead and nerf his flight acceleration, his movement ability, because what is the point of that outside of making him easier to be hit or easier to be killed? So I think that nerf right there is just pointless. Like, I don't see why they did that. I feel like that nerf right there is similar to the one when they nerfed Mantis's ability to run. Like, I don't understand why we nerfed their movement, especially when, especially Mantis, who has no movement at all. But now we just reduce Ultron's movement ability time by 2 seconds, so it'll be a lot easier to catch up and kill him now. And then with the reduction to his firewall bonus health, it's going down 10 for himself and 5 for his allies. So you won't, if you're an ally, you won't really notice that much of a change, but the one to himself is. But I feel like since they didn't change the cooldown or anything, as long as you're popping that on a regular basis, you should be good to go. But I get why they are trying to bring him back down, because we all know when a new character comes in, they're a little OP usually. And with Ultron out here basically consistently winning MVP in every round, in every game he's in, I'm pretty sure that's why he's taking a hit like the way he is right now. But again, all these changes so far, the Ultron one is probably is one of the bigger ones, because again, I don't see why you want to go ahead and mess with someone's movement abilities. I don't understand that. The other main one I think that's really going to make a big change is going to be the Thing. I think that new attack he has that allows him to jump into fights and get damage reduction is going to be a huge change to his gameplay and a huge buff to a lot of people that main him. Because I know when I tried playing him and the times I do pick him up, one of the things I kind of hated was the fact that, you have to jump towards your teammates originally in order to get the damage reduction, right? Well, a lot of times when you jump towards your teammates, you're jumping away from the fight, and then you have to run back. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there is a time limit on the damage reduction. Like, if you don't get into a fight within a certain amount of time, the bonus health or the damage reduction kind of goes away. So that kind of like defeated the purpose. If you're going to make me jump away, and if I have to jump to a teammate and 9 times out of 10 I got to jump away from the fight, it kind of doesn't make sense to give me the damage reduction. By the time I get back, it's pretty much worn out. So now with that being able to jump towards enemies and gain damage reduction, I'm gonna tell you now, he's gonna charge in, slam on the ground, find him a healer, jump over to him, get his damage reduction, and then start hitting him and clobbering him with them fists, man, them haymakers, dog. I'm telling you, Thing is about to be a monster, a problem. He is going to annoy the hell out of strategists, bro. I'm telling you. And then once again, the Emma Frost one, them messing with her diamond form, we really got to see how that goes. I think that's going to be a real big thing, because if her damage reduction isn't as good, we'll see, because her diamond form not only allows her to be aggressive, but it is her one escapability, because she really doesn't have any movement abilities at all. So we got to see how that goes, man. But down in the comments, man, let me know, what are y'all most interested in when it comes to these character changes we got coming in season 3? Do y'all agree with me with the ones that I pointed out? And if there's ones that stick out to you, let me know down in the comments. Hey, let's get a conversation started, man. And who else cannot wait for season 3 to come, man? But I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at that boy ETV. Now, catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Still, just clean the knees up like that. Clean the plate, nigga. I'm full. Oh yeah, you're cooking with Emma. That nigga's full too, nigga. We might need. Golly, them niggas is feeding us good. Oh yeah, I didn't know they were playing fucking Hulk into that. Are they stupid? Hulk's main counter in the game is Emma. Them niggas tripping. And that Iron Fist is on my ass. Just yeah, you go. I'm about to make a sandwich real fast.
Stinky boy, how you feeling?